You know, Kritika, Indians have so many festivals in a year that almost every month there is something colourful happening.
But nothing beats Diwali, does it? Nothing beats a big Diwali festival.
No. And the Indian Weekender is proud to be associated with the Auckland Diwali Festival, the biggest informal event of the Indian community for the last 5 years.
That's right, and we would now like to take this opportunity to announce this year's Diwali Festival. And for this, may I please invite Mayor of Auckland, Mr. Phill Goff, to join us on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phill Goff!
Kia ora koutou, namaste, sat sri akal, and good evening. And in an audience that is as distinguished as this one, it's invidious to single anyone out, but there are a couple of people that I must acknowledge separately. Prime Minister, Right Honourable Jacinda Ardern, glad to see you back at the desk. You've got a night job as well as a day job, and we don't envy you the hours that you must put into that. Can I also acknowledge all of our elected representatives here tonight? I'm going to do it collectively. Our ministers, our members of parliament, our Auckland councillors, and our local board members. And I want to acknowledge all of those people for their service to the community. Can I acknowledge the Indian High Commissioner, Sanjeev Kohli. And Sanjeev, thank you very much for your comments earlier. And last but not least, Bhav Dillon. Thank you, Bhav, both for the work that you and your staff do in providing such an informative paper as the Indian Weekender, and for making this event possible. When I look at the size of the audience, and I've been coming to these events for many years, I think the size of the audience is a reflection of the growing strength and the huge contribution of the Indian community to our city and to our country. Thank you sincerely for that contribution. The main purpose tonight, of course, is to honour a few individuals, people who have excelled with their determination, their effort, and their service. But I think we should also acknowledge collectively the contribution of the Indian community. And I'm talking about the contribution on one hand in terms of what you do to enhance the entrepreneurial skills of our community and the wealth that you create for all of us. But I also want to acknowledge the rich cultural heritage that you bring as a gift to our country. And that is what we are here to talk about tonight in introducing Diwali, still some months off, but a celebration a generation ago that used to be done privately and quietly in the home. Today, this year, we will see tens of thousands of people in our community celebrating Diwali, the most significant cultural festival in the Indian community. And when I think about Diwali, I think we're celebrating two things. On one hand, we are celebrating a culture that is 5,000 years old, and we are celebrating the principles of what Diwali stands for. And on the other hand, we are celebrating Diwali as a sign of respect for another culture and a sign of the welcoming of the multiculturalism of our community. Everybody here understands the principles of Diwali. It's the triumph of light over darkness, symbolising good over evil, and knowledge and understanding over ignorance. And I just want to make a brief comment about how important those principles are. We live in a deeply troubled and conflicted world. And what I would like our city and our country to be is a shining beacon of how people can respect each other, how we can live in harmony, and how we can celebrate the contribution and the skills that everybody brings to our community. And in that light, we embrace those principles and we reject the hate speech and the opposite principles that recently 2 Canadians wanted to bring to our country, deriding multiculturalism as weakening our society. That's nonsense. And preaching racial superiority, which is equally nonsense. So let us tonight welcome Diwali, welcome the fact that right across our city and people of different cultures will be celebrating it and what it stands for. So tonight, a big thank you to the sponsors of our Diwali. There will be many occasions. I've already had 4 invitations tonight. There'll be a few more before I go, but it is a wonderful time of the year and it is a wonderful way of celebrating our community, which is rich in its diversity as well as being rich in its unity. Shubh Diwali. Thank you very much.